First down, Heineke.
Flushed out right.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Throwing, Heineke. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Heineke. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 3rd down, Heineke.
Flush to his right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. Heineke. His throw incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll buy some time right. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Heineke. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And the play fake, and now Heineke.
On the move to his left.
Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes.
Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Third and long for Heineke. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Returnable for Grant. Oh, able to avoid him. It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return.
And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And again, it's Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Faking the give. Now Watson out to his left.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 32-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
And some space here.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Chubb.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Watson. Steps away to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got him in. It's Brown. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
2nd and 4. They go play action. Now Heineke. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
56.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown. Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Heineke now. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Tressway now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, Watson. Right back to Njoku. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now they send a man in motion right. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Watson. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Gibson again. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for Washington, they get a rare victory. They're 4th to go with their 12 losses.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, no that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this.